Yo, what up? Hi guys, it's Sally Strafe here, and I wanted to do a quick little video because the other day I was saying to a client of mine, hey, I made this amazing dish. It's called kisir. It's a Turkish dish. It's so tasty, and it's a salad. And I feel like a lot of people have a really bad experience or connotations with salad, and sometimes they're a little bit bored. So when I find a really tasty salad dish, I want to share it with every one of you. So in today's salad session, the topic is there a boring salad? Boring salad anywhere? No, never in this household. So this is a Turkish inspired dish, and some of the herbs that I've been using, I will be using, are from my garden. So I'm going to take you through everything that I do. So I start off with a cup of very fine bulgur. You can find that in any of your Woolies or probably Coles international aisle. And what I usually do is, it's not usually that thick. I just soak it with water, and the water just absorbs all that bulgur. So think of it like layering a cake. So we start off with some herbs. I've got a bunch of coriander here. And who doesn't love coriander? Actually, as a kid, I hated coriander. I hated it so much. It's such a strong taste. But trust me, in this kisir, it's amazing. So I've got a bunch of coriander. Sometimes if Coles doesn't have it, or Woolies or your local grocer, get it from your local Asian store. They're the best, because they use it so often in everything in their cooking. Yep, coriander, boom. Gonna put that in. Gonna layer that. Lovely. It always amazes me when people say they don't eat their greens. Gonna think one bunch is enough of coriander, because I guess I grew up eating salads at every dish, in every meal, because it was just normal, whether it's mum making tabbouleh or just his normal salad. And what I love about having salads, or about my mum, is that she used anything in the salad. Like nothing was sacred. Like she'd make tabbouleh, she'd put lettuce in it. Or I found out a friend of mine's mum, she's making the kisir and she puts Bok Choy. And Bok Choy is so tasty. If you've never tasted it before, it's like an Asian greeny leaf. It looks like this. Bok Choy is awesome. So I'm going to add that to it and slice it nice and fine. I'm going to add more layers to it. Woo! What time is it? Where's everybody? I think everybody's like either having a coffee or getting ready to have lunch. So find whatever you have in the fridge in terms of greens. But the main flavor is not the main flavor, but the thing that gives it the punch is the herbs. So that's Bok Choy. I've got Bok Choy in a Turkish salad. That's crazy. All right. So I have some stuff from the garden. I've got my mint from the garden, and I have some other herbs I'm just adding to it. So I'm just going to take the stem, the hard bits off, and put the leaves, because we don't want any extra fibrous things, stems in the salad. And I've got fennel. Fennel's quite strong. I'm going to add that to it too. Okay. People are so focused on making things complicated. When something like this, you can make it like the night before, and it's one of those dishes that tastes amazing the night before. So, chopping off my herbs, I've got my fennel, I've got my mint, super fresh, chopping that up. No master chef here, so it might take a little bit of time. Is anybody out there? Where's everybody? Jeez, get on your phones, everyone. If you've just joined me, I'm I'm making a fancy salad called coarse, which is a Turkish salad. It's amazing because different parts of the Middle East have a very similar salad. I know in Lebanon and Syria, they've got something called tabbouleh. Very similar, but different flavors. And it's amazing how different regions have different flavors. I'm gonna add, this is a cucumber I've picked from my garden. I know, look at that, it's massive. Just goes to show, gotta grow things. I'm gonna use half of it, it's probably a bit too much. And the way I'm cutting these is I'm making them nice and small. Because when I take a spoonful, I want it to be like bite-sized. Oh, cucumber's gone. Bite-sized. Doesn't have to be too complicated. Yeah, you gotta nourish yourself. You gotta have the salads. They fill you up. Okay, they're good for fiber. They help bulk your tummy, your stools. They're gonna make you feel good. They got all the micronutrients, vitamins, so all the added stuff that's gonna help you function. So, and you know what the other thing is? I love making stuff at home because I know what goes into them. And a lot of the times, sometimes people will opt for a salad when they're out. They don't realize the hidden extras in those salads. So I guess my thing with, if you're gonna pick a salad, stay clear of any creamy stuff. You know, everybody loves a Caesar salad, but you know that it's just got a lot of extra hidden calories that, you know what, frankly, you don't need. You don't need that. Next, carrot. Now starting to add more color to it. So it's super green, adding more color, like the orange. Because we eat with our eyes. We use all those senses, you know, your eyes, the smell, the texture. And that's what you're gonna taste in this coarse. So I'm shredding that. My grater, grating that, sorry, not shredding. Grating that. Good. Then, one of my favorites is beetroot. I love it, number one, because it tastes yummy. Number two, I love it because it changes the color of the bulgur. Okay? If you don't want to use bulgur, you can use quinoa, but it just adds a different texture to it. So I'm gonna stand up because it requires some shoulder, bicep action. I've got a white shirt underneath, so I'm not gonna take this jacket off because I don't want no mess in my coarse. Oh, I don't want to mess in my shirt. It's a fancy Sally Strength shirt. So what I'm gonna do after this video, I'm gonna put the recipe up so you can have a gander. So I'm gonna put half of the beetroot. Usually I have a massive bowl. This bowl isn't that big, I promise. Woo! As I said, I love my greens, and you know what I'm gonna do? People, I question people sometimes when they don't use the stems. I love the stems of the beetroot. They taste great. You're not gonna throw them away, so I'm gonna chop them in. Hi, if you've just joined us now, Sally's making coarse. It's a Turkish salad. I'm changing it up for Sally's session because one of my clients asked me, how do you make that salad? And I said, yeah, here, I'm gonna show you. So, color, boom, red. And then, more color, boom. How good is that? More color in that salad. Delicious. You want every last bit because, you know, in wildlife, we don't waste anything. We use the stems. You know, we use every bit of it. Because, you know what, it's good for you, it tastes good. And we don't want to waste it. So, look at me, I've got my fancy little tea towel here. Jamie Oliver, eat your heart out. Okay, I think someone needs to pick me up for a TV show because I'm amazing. Okay, alright, I've got my salad. Okay, I got my bulgur. I have my, I'm using the initiative of finding whatever I've got in my fridge. I'm using Bok Choy. I'm using Bok Choy for a Turkish or Middle Eastern salad. You can use anything. You can use anything in terms of texture. Bok Choy is awesome. It's got some great vitamins and it's really watery. It's tasty. It's crunchy. Beetroot, cucumber, shredded carrot, My herbs are fennel, coriander and mint in here. Now, for the interesting part, this is what makes it Turkish. Okay, got the salad. Big little chunk of salad. Got the salt. Got the salt. Next, paprika. Just your normal paprika. Probably 2 teaspoons. I like it tasty. Yeah? And then cumin. I swear, this is what makes it, the cumin. It tastes amazing. I probably put 2 teaspoons of cumin in it. And then my friend that I have juiced earlier is lemonies. Lemon. Fresh lemon juice. And if you take a quick look here before I like tip it, can you see? It's got chunks of the inside. I think it's called the pith. Okay? Because that's the stuff that makes the flavor. You know, the outside, you can use it as well. It's quite fragrant, but I like to use the chunks of the inside. So I squeeze it, and I make sure that I take the chunks out and put it in from the outside, from the inside. So, 1 lemon, and then a wok-style glug of extra virgin olive oil. That's right, wok-style glug. Not a little, tiny little glug, wok-style. And then, we're gonna mix it. But we're not gonna mix it with the spoon because the idea is to combine those flavors. Okay, so you're gonna use your hands because it's gonna be good for your immune system. And you're kind of gonna like massage it and squish it. When you massage it and squish it together, you're releasing all that, the mint, the coriander, all those herbs. And then you know what's going to be so awesome is the bulgur gets colored by the beetroot. And the longer you leave it, like if you leave it the next day, oh my God, the flavors are going to be amazing. So I'm mixing it. I'm going to mix it really well. Really well. Mix it all together. Make sure those flavors are going all the way through. And I think the idea, number one, with using your hands, it's more personal. So when your mum's cooks at home, she uses her hands, and it comes from, it's love. It's love when mum uses her hands when she's cooking. So that's why we use our hand. Plus you really get into those little kind of bits and you get to squish it together and you're going to get to coat all those amazing flavors together. Now, I don't know if you remember, but when we first started, the bulgur was like a cream color. Alright? So if you just have a look here, it's changed color. I'm going to pull it up. It's changed color. It's amazing. And what we do, like wok style, get the rim, clean it up as much as we can. Obviously, Sally's Strength has made a mess, but you know what? This is not a filtered live. This is all about being true, being cooking with your heart, and making an amazing dish that you can eat the next day. It's called kissid. You should absolutely try it next time. It's bulgur, it's fresh herbs, it's using such things as whatever you've got in the kitchen, like Bok Choy for a Middle Eastern dish. You need to try this. It's amazing, it's tasty, and it's good for you. And you know what? I think I'm gonna try it. Tasty, tangy, herby, good for vegetarians, good for wogs. You can add some, if you want, you can have it low. Add some eggs for protein on the side, boiled eggs. Add some tuna if you want. Whatever you want. You got your herbs, your spices, everything tasty. You need to try this at home. Sally said you better eat some kissid.